Is that right?
Okay.
Oh,
Step 01.
Oh, one.
The regular council meeting of the Village of Armada will now come to order for August the 10th. Will everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call for the clerk, please.
Shaw,
Here.
Clark,
Here.
Conan,
Here.
Bullock,
Yes.
Ballard,
Here.
Cooper, here, Belkey, yes, here.
All present. Approval of the agenda. What's the council's wishes, please?
Mr. President, I'll move that the agenda be accepted as presented.
I'll second.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Nays? Motion carried. Any citizen comments at this time? Hearing none, seeing none. We will go to presentations. Ms. Cooper, this is your department, please.
Okay. Chief, wanna?
Sure. I want to thank the council for the acceptance and the agreement to move forward with the promotions that you passed 2 weeks ago. I'd first like to make a presentation to Officer Michael Patrick. Mike Patrick has been a police officer, was a police officer for 21 years with the city of Mount Clemens. He was a field training officer. He worked in the Detective Bureau. He was a sergeant with them. Michael is a family man. His wife Sandy is here. He has daughters Jessica and Erica, and he has a son Jack. Since he's been with the Armada Police Department, and he's been with the Armada Police Department since November of 2007. He's been here 8 years. Michael has worked on the homicide quite extensively. He works on the emergency management, has helped out with the acquisition of chemical masks and the fitting of those, and he has acted as interim chief on multiple occasions, and he will continue to do so, even if he doesn't know it. Michael is one of those guys that always steps up to the plate when I need help, when we call, when we need assistance, when the detective needs assistance with warrants. Michael always steps up to the plate. Michael has more than embraced this community, and this community has embraced Michael. So with that, moving to a promotion of Sergeant, Officer Sergeant Michael Patrick. With that, Michael gets a gold badge. His name tag now insigniates that he's a sergeant, and he wears the chevrons that a sergeant wears. Now I move on to Detective Jimmy Sharp. First off, I'm going to thank Jimmy for last Tuesday. I'm sure that the community is a little curious as to what all went on last Tuesday. We had 3 children went missing, 13-year-old, a 9-year-old, and an 8-year-old. Jimmy took command of that. He was working at the time. He brought in the Michigan State Police. He brought in the Macomb County Sheriff's Office. He brought in Officer Vicari with our department and Atos. We had 2 dogs on the scene. Jimmy had 2 dogs on the scene. He brought in the Michigan State Police helicopter. They did a reverse 911 call out that some of you may have received. And actually that call out is what ultimately enabled us to find the kids. They were found on North Avenue in the woods just west of Dayton. And it was a woman driving home that had received the reverse call out. She saw the kids, called 911, and we were able to get them back. And then Jimmy furthered that investigation by putting it to a combination to find out why and how they were gone. So thank you so much for that, and also to the other officers that were involved in that. Jimmy was with the Macomb County Sheriff's Office for 31 years. He's the certified senior FTO, which makes me wonder why some of these guys aren't a little sharper on the street.
Ones that I broke in were.
Jimmy did undercover work for the Macomb County Sheriff's Office. He was a firearms instructor, and Jimmy again was kind of a go-to guy with them. He was the kind of guy that took care of business. Jimmy has been with the Armada Police Department for 10 years. He's been a detective for 8 of those years. He's sought warrants. He's brought more than one child predator to justice in this community. He's solved embezzlements and larcenies and frauds, and of course, the nuisance of the MDOPs down on the park. And Jimmy worked extensively on the Millsap murder. Jimmy also has a strong family life. His wife Marianne is here. His daughter Jamie, his granddaughters Julie and Joanna. He is a 4th generation horse show judge, and he is a real life horse trader. And that was also something I forgot to mention about Mike. Mike is also a business owner. These guys are very talented with what they do when they come to work, and they're very talented outside the job as well. I always consider Jimmy Armada PD's political action coordinator. Jimmy's the one that always kind of goes around and helps me get the input that I need. Jimmy has also acted as interim chief on multiple occasions. I don't know that he cares for it, but he's done it when necessary. As recently as today, Jimmy had an off day today. His birthday was Saturday, so I think he was still relaxing. And Jimmy, as recently as today, on his day off, went down and he sought a felony warrant on a 6-time repeat drunk driver and received that warrant, and that person is now sitting in jail with a $50,000 bond.
Thanks to the chief arresting him and
So
taking him off.
anyhow, that's the reason that this is now Detective Sergeant James R. Sharp.
Chief, could we have the 2 officers come around to all the council members?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi. Congratulations. Congratulations. Good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Congratulations on your appointment.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Great job. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Congratulations on your appointment.
Congratulations, Jimmy.
Carl will be happy.
Thank you very kindly for your service, gentlemen. Chief, thank you for your recommendations also.
Thank you.
It's a lot of hard work. And we also have our officer here with our canine unit too.
She's busting, I just put her in a truck.
Yeah, I actually kind of thought that Gretchen may have added to citizen comments, but she did good work.
Congratulations.
Thank
you.
Take care. Chief?
Next is the administrator reports. The building department. Dennis, you have anything to offer at this time?
No, just my report. If there are any questions,
Council, any questions?
either now or anytime.
I don't know that they have your report, Dennis.
I don't know.
I think I saw it.
No, I gave it in, put it in there.
What day?
Sunday.
Oh, I wasn't in today.
Yeah.
So I'll put them in your box.
I'll have it next meeting.
Or I'll put it next
Next
meeting.
meeting.
If you want, I'll give you a copy of it. It's in the other room. I think I put it in a tray.
Commissioner liaisons, any reports from the commissioner? General business. The consent agenda, approval of the regular council meeting minutes of July 27th. Payment of bills. Special event permit approval for Armada Student Council. Special event permit approval, Armada Theater. What is the council's wishes?
Mr. President, I'll move the consent agenda be accepted as presented.
I'll second.
Moved and supported, discussion please. No further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. There's no old business tonight. We're gonna go to the new business. The East Main Street progress update. This is Councilman Ballard's department.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, last progress meeting we had, quite a few people in the audience, and they're looking at, the curbs are mostly in, they've got quite a bit of the pack done. We did get a report that they cannot get cement as readily as they need it, and they also have a problem with getting the crushed limestone delivered in the quantities that they need. So that has kind of slowed it down a little bit, but they are on schedule. They said that they'll be working on the ADA ramps from 8/8, 8/10, the week of 8/8, 8/10, like that. And the curb should be done by the 7th, so I think that they had a little bit of rain over the weekend, and that delayed them a little bit, but I guess the curbs are almost done. We did have a question. We asked them with the fair board here if they could run traffic into the fair there. And unfortunately, they cannot. The reason for that is our bonds could be in jeopardy, and so therefore the council is asking that all of the traffic and all of the people here in Armada, please use the detours that are going to be set up for next week. Our next progress meeting will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. And that's about it. We still
Well,
have
they're
to
also detouring foot traffic as well,
Yes.
because those curbs won't be completed.
Yeah,
That
foot-
is a safety issue.
Yes, foot traffic will be detoured, or sidewalks are going to be closed down, and that is a safety issue because the curbs, even though it looks like they're filled, it's not going to be compacted, and people are going to walk through there, they're going to stumble and fall. We can't provide womb-to-tomb security in this because it is a construction area. The only thing we can do is block it off and tell people, do not access here, go down, the street and come up. So that's about all we can do. Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Ballard, the next is the Teats Prospect Bridge project update.
Thank
You have something on that?
Yes, I do, just a very little bit. I was down there about the middle of last week. I see that they've got the culvert pretty much assembled, and it's kind of a big culvert. It's about 6 foot, Steve, maybe?
Yeah,
6 foot tall?
it's in the ground.
Oh, it's in the ground now,
It's in
okay.
the ground, they're compacting the soil around it, it's not completely covered yet, but it is in the ground.
It'll be in the ground, and so when that's gonna be done, I have no idea, but we did get our first pay estimate from our engineers for our approval, and we're working on an approval process for that right now. So it looks like that's, that really isn't a concern of getting it done quickly, as getting it done as good as possible. So it's coming along. The next portion after they get that open will be the Prospect Street Bridge. Okay?
Any
You can-
tentative date possibly on that, Lyle?
No, I don't have a tentative.
Are we gonna be setting up progress meetings? Doug said that he'd be setting those up pretty quick. Have you heard any?
No, I have not heard anything on that.
And then Lyle, when you're in tomorrow, if you can get with me on that pay estimate?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Thank you. One other thing I do have, this is kind of a different area. Down on Torrey Street, we've got a couple sycamore trees that are really, really bad shape. They're shedding their bark, which sycamore trees do. But what I'm looking at is pushing the sidewalks up, and those have got to come up. So we're gonna get a hold of our tree man that comes in, does that, get an estimate on it. And if there's more than 2 down there, we'll take the ones that would have to be taken out. I hate to see them go. I do like a sycamore tree, they're a beautiful shade tree, but in this case, the one has got gnarls on it. And that's lobs all around the trunk, and that's generally a sign that you got some insect infestation in that. So we'll have to cut that one down and another one right down there.
Where's that at again?
Right down there in front of, well, I know it is.
House?
No, it's on the old Townsend house down there, across from where Richard helped us.
Okay.
What street is that?
That's Torrey Street.
Torrey
I'm
Street.
sorry.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
And I have noticed that some of our East Main Street trees, the leaves are drying up, so that means that they're probably gonna die up here, between, between Crawl and Spencer Street on the south side of the street, where they have to dig out. I see that they're kind of drying up, so we're probably losing a couple more trees up there.
Due to the.
Due to the construction.
Yeah.
Can you give them vitamins or do something? I mean, can you do something?
No, the roots have been cut, Joe. they cut the tires, the feeder comes right out of them, so.
Well, let's not be negative, maybe they'll rejuvenate.
We'll give them a year.
Okay,
Yeah, once the leaves go, it's pretty well, as such,
so I'll be hopeful.
we're gonna be hopeful as that. Thank you. The next is Romeo 2 Richmond Half Marathon. Who's the partner with that?
Every year, well, not every year, but for the past several years, the Combe Orchard Trail does a run between Romeo and Richmond. All they ask is that we approve the resolution that they put forward, which is here. And it's, all they need to do is cross Fulton on the trail. It doesn't involve our police, it involves the sheriff's department, unless the sheriff's department calls our police in.
It's
But,
not coming downtown, it's not.
no, it's not, it's
coming
just
around.
crossing Fulton, so
Those
the
big-
motion is just that, to allow this to go through.
I make a motion to allow the Romeo to Richmond Half Marathon to cross Fulton Street on September 20th, 2015, and to allow the clerk to sign the attached resolution on behalf of the village.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Up and coming agenda items, is there any?
Auditors on the 24th.
Yeah, auditors.
Auditors on the 24th of August. They will be on our meeting agenda first.
Yep.
And you all have the draft packets from the auditors from a couple weeks ago. Nothing has changed, so the final packets are in the office. If anybody wants to come and look at them, I prefer you don't take them home so that you don't forget to bring them back the night of the audit. And then I will pass them on to you at that meeting.
Can you give it to them in their agenda?
Yeah, they come with the packet. Yep.
Citizen comments at this time. Anyone want to address the council at this time? Name for the record, please.
My name is Ralph Loveday. I'm actually living in Richmond Township, right on the corner of Homewood and Ridge. And we come to the council and see if there's been any consideration going to be given for chloride for Homo Road there in the fair because of this detour.
That would be the township's,
But
request actually.
the township says it's your detour.
It's not our road.
It's not our road.
It's not our road, unfortunately.
Okay, well, we thought we'd come to public.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You
That's
can bring it
fine.
up tomorrow in the
In the progress.
construction
meeting, yeah.
meeting and ask if the engineers maybe could.
Because between the
Pull a string.
the detour and everything, Linda and I have been, and Max Patton been paying all year long to have it done, because that limestone dries out, it's so bad,
Oh, yeah.
you can't breathe. I can't walk in my front lawn, it's like white dust. But that's neither here nor there, but it's gonna be bad there in the fair, so.
Well, like Mr. Adair stated, we'll bring it up tomorrow morning with the engineers here, and we'll put our voice in for you.
Well, I'd
Okay.
appreciate that.
That you were here, so we will address the issue tomorrow.
Okay.
Have you contacted the Macomb County Road Commission?
No,
A couple weeks ago about chloride, but I mean, they said they talked to somebody. In between that, I just called her and had it put on
they
bios.
just, they're like our township will just tell me it's been scheduled.
You might want to get a hold of the Richmond Township also.
That's who I'm talking.
Oh, okay.
I did. They just say, well, it's been scheduled for twice a year. That's all they'll say. Of
Well,
course,
that's what they used to do. In fact, when I was supervisor years ago, we used to do it 3 times a year.
Yeah.
And then they cut it back, I think, what it is. But we will address your, request tomorrow.
We'll attend the township meeting tomorrow night then and talk to
It's
Pat.
Wednesday.
Wednesday
Yeah,
night. You
Wednesday
can give them a
night.
call there today.
Yeah. Well, I give John a nice compliment in the restaurant last week. I hadn't seen him in a long time and I admired how much weight he lost, so maybe he'll listen to me.
Remind him of the compliment.
I'm sure he'll remember. I had tears in his eyes.
Okay.
He told me I was the only one that was really full of them.
You can be well assured, though, that we will address the
Okay,
issue
thank you.
for you tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming
And
out.
thanks for coming, is right.
That was our only concern.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know you've put up with a lot with traffic, so everybody has, so,
But you gotta tolerate it. It's gonna be nice when the road gets fixed.
Oh,
You know,
right.
So it's worth the sacrifice. And then I guess they're supposed to even pave Homo Road this fall. So
Yes.
Yeah, we heard that's on the agenda too.
they've been telling me that for 37
I was gonna
years.
say, how long have you heard that? Yeah.
Well, I told my wife I'll believe it when I see the paper going down the road.
Okay,
They did
thank-
survey out there.
Thank you.
Keep our fingers
Okay.
crossed for you.
Yeah, thank you, we won't hold you up.
You're all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
And then council comments at this time, please?
I'd like to keep East Main Street and the King Street Bridge on the agenda.
Have a seat.
Until it's done. Madam President.
You want Main Street and Teen
And
Street?
King Street kept on the agenda.
Yep. Yep.
Had a big concert this week with Soggy Bottom Boys.
Yeah. Food, after that announcement. I don't know if the camera's on yet.
We got a big concert this week with the Soggy Bottom Boys in the park, and we're gonna have the businesses be in with free food and trinkets for kids, and it's gonna be a blast, don't miss it.
It is. It's
This
always
is
You
your
don't
last
want
one?
it,
The last
because
one.
this is the last one.
Yeah. And it's a big one.
This
Good
summer,
one.
anyway.
Yeah.
We'll be
Yeah,
back-
this summer,
We'll be
yeah.
back next summer.
Armada High School, Middle School Tiger Days are August 31st and September 1st. So make sure you have your kids come, get their yearbook pictures and their schedules. But it is late this year because school starts late. So it's August 31st and September 1st. And I'll mention it again at the next meeting.
And what day is the school starting?
September 9th, it's a half day.
Oh, September 9th.
Yes.
It is late.
It is.
It is.
What about the end of the year? Is that gonna be in June again?
It's still in June, yes.
I don't know why they don't, my opinion, I don't know why they're trying to get that moved up. You know, when the summer's here, you know, the first part of June,
We are one of the first districts.
Well,
that
Mark,
will be
they-
I
out.
say it hasn't felt like summer
They
until 2
actually
weeks
moved
ago.
the start
so.
of school back to help with the tourist trade. They, Governor Randall pushed that to not start school till after Labor Day. So,
but I just know she's not here no more, and I'd like to see our government president do something. Thank you. Okay, any other community events at this time?
It's concerts.
Just a concert.
Yeah.
Well,
Concert.
that's
Last one.
gonna be the last one, and
Last one of the season.
there should be a good turnout, we hope, so.
Yeah.
Everybody-
In between, we have Armada Fair, so if everybody needs to know what detour route to take, that would be helpful.
I can't hear you.
Armada Fair is coming up, and we do have detours, so if everybody will please follow those detour
Detour
signs.
signs.
Everything should move smoothly, straight up Fulton to Armada Center Road and into the fair. So hopefully it's a great fair for everybody.
Yeah.
Very good, thank you. There's no closed sessions at this time, tonight?
With the
And the
president.
next is for proper fitting for the adjournment.
Time is 7:23. I make the motion to adjourn.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you.